Hey guys, in this video I just wanted to talk about setting up your own podcast. I was just going through and taking a look at my podcast episodes and just uploading a couple new ones because I've had a lot of time on my hands recently. So I've recorded a few more episodes and started adding them. But there was a time when I didn't even think that I would ever have my own podcast. Like I thought like, one, does the world need another podcast? And two, do they need another podcast, especially from me? Like, who's gonna really want to listen to what I have to say, right? So I was not ever assuming or thinking I would ever do a podcast. Just didn't want to. I had nothing against them, but I just was like, nah, it's not for me, and nobody's gonna really want to hear what I have to say. But then, when I was going through and taking the One Funnel Away challenge, and they were talking about, you need to publish every day, and a good way to do that, an easy way to do that, is with your own podcast. So of course, when I heard that, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Like, what am I to talk about? What am I to do on my podcast, right? So they're like, well, an easy way, if you're just starting out, what to talk about on your podcast, what Russell did for like several years on his podcast was to document the journey. Just talk about what you're going through in your business, document the struggle, talk about what's going on. Just, yeah, do a few minutes. His was only like less, I think, than 10 minutes a day. And I started doing the same. He would talk about, what was going on with his business on his drive. So on my drive, I just did the same thing, fired it up, and started recording a podcast. And now I'm almost at 75 episodes uploaded. And I'm really looking forward to crossing the 100 episode mark and just keep going with the podcast, because it's cool, because it's not just talking about just the journey. It's also kind of like, they said what it would do is help me find my voice, and it definitely has, because I'm definitely an introverted person, and I didn't want to sit and talk about what was going on with me or what was going on inside, or even just talk out loud. Like, it's just, this is not normal or natural for me. But the cool thing is when I started doing it, it just, it got easier and easier, like all things. But, I've gotten certain results for my business from it. One of the cool things is feedback, just putting in like a blurb at the end of a podcast episode saying, hey, go to this, go to seanbay.com/ tell Sean. And then people would go there and actually fill out the feedback form and actually, tell me what was going on with their business. Tell me what was holding them back. And the only reason they did that is because they went and heard my podcast and were inspired enough by what I was going through and what I was talking about to go and actually message me and say something back. So it's really awesome. So if you're at all thinking like on the fence, I can't start a podcast, you totally can. It's super easy. You can just whip out your phone and talk for like 10 minutes a day and create a podcast and start creating your own audience. Because it will be good for your business, but it'll be so much better for you as far as personal growth, finding your own voice, and just becoming better at being less introverted, I guess, right? So go check it out. Go start your own podcast, and I'll see you in the next video.